Hello, welcome, and thank you for accessing the ArtsReady To Do Training. This is Omar Nelson of South Arts. I am the membership manager for ArtsReady. If you have tuned into this training, you are likely an arts or cultural organization who is a current or potential ArtsReady member or ArtsReady partner, and you've come to see exactly how the To-Do section of this ArtsReady tool is supposed to work for you. The agenda for today: I'm going to do a full to-do training on the ArtsReady tool. We'll also do a sneak peek into your Critical Stuff cloud-based storage, and I'll also show you how to archive and reassess your assessment. So let's get started. I'm going to log into a ArtsReady account. Upon entering my ArtsReady account, I'm first taken to my dashboard. Progress with my assessment and to-dos are provided here in percentage form. As you can see, I'm 100% complete with my assessment. If you want to get the most out of this to-do training, I encourage you to listen to the ArtsReady assessment training first. The assessment training covers in detail the history of ArtsReady, the ArtsReady dashboard, and the ArtsReady pre-assessment and assessment. This website will take you there. I apologize for being a little lengthy, so I'll give you some time to copy that down. But again, I highly encourage you to listen to this assessment training first before listening to the continuing with the to-do training, if you have not already done so. The to-do section of the ArtsReady platform is where I will spend the majority of my time developing my readiness plan. So understanding this section of the ArtsReady tool is most vital. As you can see on this account, I am 0% complete with my to-dos. I'll move that forward a little during this training when I complete a few to-do items. So let's go into the to-dos. And I'm taken to my to-do list summary page. The first thing I want to notice are these 9 critical functions. They correspond with the critical functions that are on my assessment. I want to become familiar with these critical functions. Through these critical functions, the entire ArtsReady platform is organized. After years of study by professionals in the business continuity field, it was found that arts organizations needed to develop business continuity plans, not by addressing every potential crisis, because there could be hundreds, even thousands of those scenarios. So instead, the strong suggestion was that arts organizations take an all-hazards approach by focusing on 9 critical functions, functions that make up most arts organizations' operations, and that can be affected no matter what type of crisis occurs. So let's go back to the to-do list summary page. To the far left, I have my to-do action items. These actions were prompted by the answers I gave in my assessment. Here's a print screen of the assessment page and a print screen of the to-do list page. I want you to see exactly what to-do items are triggered by what answers were given in the assessment. So in regards to this first readiness statement, ready means you have a current evacuation plan documented and posted. In the assessment, I indicated that I was ready. So what that did is generated a to-do item for me simply to review the posting of evacuation plans in my facility. With this second readiness statement, an answer of needs work generated an action item for me to work on something. An answer of not ready generated an action item for me to start something. and an answer unknown generated an action item for me to learn about something. There's another indispensable feature on this to-do summary page. Because the ArtsReady platform does not know the full scope of every organization, it has built in a feature that allows you to add to-do items that may not have been initiated through the assessment. So say, for example, I rent out space to an organization in my building, and I want them to have the evacuation plan. I can add that feature, that item, to my to-do list summary page so that I can have it built into my overall readiness plan. So to do that, I would simply select at what stage I am at with it, and I will say I'm going to start with, and you can be as detailed as you would like. As you can see, these items are a little bit more elaborate than the one I'm entering in now. This is a facilities issue. I can assign that to myself and give it a due date. A week out. Add it. And that item should have been added. Here it is, under the facilities critical function. And now I can begin working on this particular item to get it to a state of readiness. Keep in mind that I'm likely to have more to-do items than questions I answered in the assessment. And that is because each question answered in the assessment generates 1 to 3 to-do items. On this to-do list summary page, I can begin to prioritize and strategize my action items. One of the first recommendations by the ArtsReady team is to do your best to delegate. Don't take on this ArtsReady project alone if you don't have to. Involve your staff, board, and loyal volunteers. Divvying out to-do items that are relevant to people's roles helps complete your plan using the ArtsReady tool while making readiness a part of your overall organizational structure. So assemble a team, if possible, and divvy out those to-do items. Have each member of your ArtsReady team access the assessment training and this to-do training. You can also contact me, the ArtsReady Membership Manager, for one-on-one assistance. Right now, I am the only user on this account. Let's go in and add users so that we can build a team. And the way we do that is to go into Settings, click on Our Team, and here under Add Another User, I can add as many users as I'd like. Organizations have anywhere from 2, and I've seen up to 30 users on an individual ArtsReady account. So let's add a couple users. Each user can be given a role, and here's a view of the different levels, access privileges into the library and into the settings. Take a look at that, and you can determine what levels you want to give each user. So I'll give Jennifer a level of executive. Add. And there she is. I'm going to just add one more. Area management level. Each member added will instantly receive an email welcoming them to ArtsReady and prompting them to log in and set up a password. So if we go back to the to-do list summary page and click on any of the drop-downs, we will see that I now have an ArtsReady team to help me build my readiness plan using this tool. Also on this to-do list page, we can set due dates. Another tip when strategizing your action items is to try and set realistic due dates. Spread out your to-do items to take care of a few at a time. When you set a due date for an item, try to stand by it. If the due date passes, think about how much time you really need and reset the due date in the ArtsReady tool. You will begin to receive weekly notifications of every to-do item that passes its due date. This can become frustrating and discouraging, but we at ArtsReady are not going to chase you down and scold you. If due dates pass, don't get discouraged. Just go back into the ArtsReady system and reset the due date, or clear the due date altogether. And you can do that and come back to it when you have a more realistic time frame of when you can get that item completed. The ArtsReady tool provides a lot of flexibility so that you can build your plan based on your organization's circumstances. You decide what items are more critical than others. For example, you might determine that anything having to do with human safety is your highest priority, as well as protecting your most valuable assets. And any to-do items having to do with these will be tackled first. You may be moved to tackle one critical function at a time. Maybe you feel your exhibit materials are not safely stored, so you decide to take on your exhibit to-do items first. Or maybe you're uncomfortable with your current ticketing system, so you decide to work on that critical function first. Your unique circumstances to guide you towards what to-do items take priority over others. Another final tip when prioritizing is to go for what we call low-hanging fruit. By reviewing your entire to-do list, you can identify items that are either easy to accomplish or that you may have already done. You can look for these items on your to-do list page. Anything that you indicated on the assessment that were ready will have prompted an action item for you to review something. At this point, you just need to click or you need to confirm that you have achieved this particular state of readiness. Once you've completed the review stage and you've clicked completed within the individual item, you will then see your to-do completion rates increase, and you will find that to be motivating. So let's go into an individual to-do item and see how we get an item completed within the system. The furthest you can be from being in a state of readiness for any individual to-do item is the Learn About stage. So let's choose this one, Learn About the process of securing the most valuable assets in your organization in a well-protected place. This includes designating access to at least one trusted staff member and a backup person. Starting from a to-do item at the Learn About stage gives me the opportunity during this training to discuss key features, functions, and flexibilities of the ArtsReady tool. So let's assign this to-do item to Jennifer and set the due date a week out. Remember, Jennifer is only going to learn about this item at this time. So a week out is a realistic due date for that step in the process. Other due dates can be set for this particular to-do item as we progress through the completion of it. As we move from the Learn About stage to and through the Review stage, you'll see in a moment how the ArtsReady platform is built so that it can be used as a project management tool. For now, I'll leave this item as non-critical. Once I leave this page, whether I log out or navigate to another page, the changes are saved. Jennifer will be sent an email notifying her of the to-do task and the due date. When Jennifer logs into ArtsReady, she'll find this particular item with her name, and she'll need to click this red Details button to go into the individual item. There are some unique options that are only available on an individual to-do item page. We can change the to-do action item here. This is a good option if, for example, for some reason we incorrectly indicated on the assessment that our state of readiness for this item was started and it triggered an action item to work on something in the to-dos. But we actually should have indicated on the assessment that our state of readiness was unknown, which would have prompted an action item for us to learn about something. We can change that here if we need to. In this individual to-do items page, we can reassign this item to another user. We can change the due date. I can change the priority level, and let's say Jennifer decides to change this priority level to critical. Those are a few features. There's some others that are very beneficial on this individual to-do item page. You may not have time to search all over the web for information on securing valuable artwork, so we've collected and vetted good examples on this topic from the arts and nonprofit sector. Sometimes on the individual to-do item page, you can find ArtsReady library resources related to specific examples of the readiness statement that we are working on. This first one takes us to the ArtsReady library, where a hyperlink is stored. And this hyperlink will take us to just waiting. All right, so this takes us to Fractured Atlas's insurance options, and that is definitely relevant to our valuable assets. So host of ways that you can have additional information for you provided through the ArtsReady tool. Another route is to search within the ArtsReady library. So I click this Research This button. Takes us to the ArtsReady library. Because we're talking about protecting assets, I can type in protect. And a host of information and documents, links to websites about protecting your assets will be provided. We have an article on keeping your artwork safe and secure. We have a link to the Studio Protector website. You can use these documents to confirm the readiness statement and what you understand about it, or use it to build as templates to build your readiness plan or the component of that readiness statement that you need to complete. Another feature within the individual to-do item page allows you to upload items to your critical stuff and to your ArtsReady library. We'll do a sneak peek into this in a moment. Another unique and very beneficial option on this individual to-do item page is the option to log your progress. I love this feature. I am a history fanatic in every sense of the word, including meticulous record keeping, so this option to add notes is a very helpful feature to me. The Log Your Progress feature supports a primary ArtsReady principle. It provides a record of what has happened. So in the event the person assigned to this item is no longer available, another person can step in and proceed without having too much to figure out. There are some changes made on an item that will be automatically logged. As you can see, this was assigned to Jennifer, and that was logged there. We changed the due date, and I've also changed Jennifer, because that's who I'm acting as now, has changed the priority level from non-critical to critical, but that is not triggered yet until I click Save and Return. So let's say Jennifer completes learning about this particular readiness statement. She can log what she's learned right here. And again, it can be as detailed as you would like with these notes. Click Save to Log, and there you have the note. And again, I'm acting as Jennifer, so if she was in her account, it would have less than a minute to go by. Jennifer Jones. Now, let's say the next step for this particular item is for our organization to start on the process of securing the most valuable assets in our organization, et cetera, et cetera. Jennifer can restatus the action to start. She can reassign it to someone else, let's say me. She can give it a due date, or if uncertain, again, she can just delete the due date altogether. The final feature that I have not mentioned yet is the completed box on this individual to-do item page. Only on this page is where we can register in the ArtsReady tool that an item is completed in regards to that particular readiness statement. Do not select completed prematurely. While some items, like those low-hanging fruit that began at the review stage, will take one step to completion, others, like the example we're going through now, can take several steps. At this time, for this particular item, Jennifer would not select the completed box because we have not yet secured the process of securing the most valuable assets in our organization. We have only learned about it. Jennifer has only researched it and presented it to management. The next step is to start on it. So at this point, Jennifer would just click Save and Return to List. And now we can see on the to-do list summary page under the facilities critical function that this action item has changed to start the process of securing the most valuable assets, et cetera, et cetera. It has been reassigned to me. So I would have received an email notifying me of the task. I would then log into ArtsReady, go into this item, and I would take the necessary steps to reach a state of readiness for this particular item. Once we've progressed through all the necessary steps, once someone with the authority has reviewed that we are at a state of readiness as it pertains to this statement, we can then check the completed box and click Save and Return to List. It is important that we remember to click Save and Return after clicking Completed so that the ArtsReady system registers it as completed. So I click Save and Return. And we see that this particular item that started with the prompt to learn about the process of securing the most valuable assets now indicates that we are done with the process of securing the most valuable assets in our organizations. It has dropped down to the bottom of the list under this facilities critical function, and the red detail button has now turned green. The key thing to appreciate here is that we can go into an individual to-do item page and use it as a project management tool, notating every task assigned and notating every task completed with detailed notes every step of the way. Many items won't be as complex as the example we just used. Remember those low-hanging fruit, those review action items, for example. This one, review the posting of evacuation plans in your facilities. This includes making sure all staff and volunteers are aware of its location. This one just requires for a person with the authority to confirm that the evacuation plan is in place. So let's say I am that person. It's assigned to me. I give it just 1 day out. I go into the actual individual to do item, add a note. Check the completed box, click Save and Return, and that item, quickly done, is down here with the other item that took a few steps to get to a state of completion. It has also turned green, and by completing these two items and checking them off as completed in their individual pages, we see that our completion rate for our to-dos has moved up to 2%, from 0 to 2%. So that is the to-do training. But before I end this session, I want to give, as promised, a quick sneak peek into the critical stuff phase of the ArtsReady platform. Your private and secure critical stuff cloud-based storage holds your most vital emergency-related documents and files in one organized and easy-to-search place. To upload items to my critical stuff, I can click the Add an Article link here on the individual item page, or I can click our critical stuff tab on this banner at the top of the ArtsReady page. They both take me to the same place, and that is the Submit Article page. Understand that on this form, I am uploading an item to my critical stuff file as well as to my ArtsReady library. I can also have it uploaded to the ArtsReady General Public Library, where anyone who visits the ArtsReady website can view it. There are various settings on this page to establish the access and security levels I desire for each item I upload. Click Add an Article. I'll give this item a title and a short description. Assigning an item tags allows me to sort and easily find that item in my critical stuff file when I need it the most, and that would be during a crisis. I'll tag it safeguard, secure, or just some tags that I can easily identify and find this particular article. If I make it a public document, these tags also allows others to search for it easily. I can attach an item to this particular article. I can paste in a link to a website, or I can type in text, or I can use any combination of all three. I'm going to go ahead and attach a file. I also need to assign this item a critical function, and because we're talking about storing, let's just put it under facilities. I also need to set the security level. Who all do I want to give this item access to? The security level is defaulted to private. This means that only the users with access to this account will be able to see this item. Or I can set it so that only those with executive roles can see it. Remember, we set user roles when we add users to our ArtsReady account in the Settings tab. I can also share this item with anyone who visits the ArtsReady website. I would do that by making it public. This would place it in the ArtsReady General Public Library, but I'm going to leave this particular item as private for this example. If this, though, is an item that is not confidential and you're willing to share with the ArtsReady community, we encourage you to do so. Make it public. You'll be contributing to the conversation and helping to make the arts more resilient. Now, since this is an item to be included in our critical stuff, I need to make sure I check this box. Include in our critical stuff. Click Save. And we get a confirmation that the item has been created. To verify, we can click our critical stuff, and there's the item. The item is also in our library, under the Facilities Critical Function, and there is the article, and it is private. Our library includes all of the items that have been made public as well as my items that are private. Rest assured, no one can see my private items. Let's log out to confirm that. So this is the ArtsReady General Public page. Any visitor to the ArtsReady website can see this page. When a visitor clicks Library, they'll see all the contents that are organized via the critical functions. And if they go into that facilities function, they'll see all of the public articles that have been uploaded by ArtsReady and by ArtsReady Premium members. But they will not see that private item. that was uploaded under my private account. Also, there's no Critical Stuff tab, and that is because this is not an ArtsReady Premium account. It is just a general website for ArtsReady. Public visitors to the ArtsReady website and ArtsReady Basic members do not have the cloud storage option, and of course do not have information that was made private by premium members. No one can view items made private on a premium member account, including other premium member account holders. So that is a sneak peek into uploading items to your Critical Stuff. Again, there will be a full training on this third phase on the ArtsReady tool next. One last feature of the ArtsReady tool I'd like to quickly share. Let me log back in to the account. That one last feature is how to archive and reassess. Unlike before, now you are able to archive and reassess at any time. Before, you were only allowed to reset your assessment after it was 100% completed or 1 year after you enrolled in ArtsReady. But now you can reassess at any time. We understand that you may have been away from the ArtsReady tool for some time and want to redo the assessment so that new to-do items can be generated that are more relevant to the current state of your organization. You can do that now anytime you wish by archiving and reassessing. Before you archive and reassess, however, I strongly suggest that you export your to-dos. Go into the To-Do tab. By clicking the Export button on the To-Do page, a CSV file is created that you can print and or save. This CSV file is a snapshot of every to-do item under every critical function at this point in time. You can also export your assessment. However, each time you archive and reassess, your previous assessment will also be automatically saved within your ArtsReady account. So when I'm ready, when I've exported my to-dos, I can go ahead and click Archive and Reassess. And I'm taken to the pre-assessment assessment page. Again, a detailed description of this pre-assessment is given in the assessment training. Now, your previous to-do items remain in the same state that they were in. But this status will change once you give new answers under the new assessment questions. This is why it's good to export your to-dos before you reassess, just in case you need the previous information. Previous assessments are saved within your ArtsReady account. Also, if you go into Settings, and click Completed Assessments, you have all of your complete assessments will be listed here. One last thing, while using the ArtsReady platform, I want to get into the habit of restatusing to-do items as changes in my organization occurs. I may not need to reset my entire assessment, but say for instance I had remodeling done in my building and it changed my evacuation plan. The ArtsReady system does not know that. It is up to me or someone on our team to take the initiative to go into the ArtsReady tool, go into the to-do item, restatus it, make notes of changes, upload updated documents. I want to use the ArtsReady platform as my ongoing project management tool. And that is the ArtsReady training. You've also received a sneak peek into uploading items to your Critical Stuff and library. And you also now know that you can reset your assessment at any time. Our next full ArtsReady training will be on the Critical Stuff feature. I look forward to seeing you then. But remember, in the meantime, I am here to assist you with the ArtsReady tool. Don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Thanks for tuning in to the ArtsReady To Do Training. See you next time, and as always, happy planning.